Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on January 17th, 2021 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Angulangayategaram Yathivatavadvande Srigaronidatarinam Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanya Islam Hare Om Tat Sat. Compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book.
Compilation of Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Lord Chaitanya describes the appearance of
Narsimha.
Lord Chaitanya in South India.
Narsimha Darshan Anita Stuti Gita. वही रीते प्रभु आगे कमन करेगा यह जिया रा नरसिम्हा कहते होता देने कहते.
According to his previous program, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went forward on his tour and after some days arrived at the place of pilgrimage known as Jiyada Narsimha, Purport. The Jiyada Narsimha temple is situated on the top of a hill about 5 miles away from Visakhapatnam. There is a railway station on the South Indian Railway known as Simhachala. The temple known as Simhachala is the best temple in the vicinity of Visakhapatnam. This temple is very affluent and is a typical example of the architecture of the area. On one stone tablet, it is mentioned that formerly a queen covered the deity with gold plate. This is mentioned in the Visakhapatnam Gazetteer. About the temple, there are residential quarters for the priests and devotees. Indeed, at the present moment, there are many residential quarters to accommodate visiting devotees. The original deity is situated within the depths of the temple, but there is another deity, a duplicate known as Vijayamurti. This smaller deity can be moved from the temple and taken on public processions. Priests who generally belong to the Ramanuja Sampradaya are in charge of the deity worship.
So, this deity is visible on one day.
So this deity is visible on one day.
I think on the Akshay Tirtya.
Akshay Tirtya.
Every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
The deity is covered by an additional layer of sandalwood pulp.
Every 3 months, the deity is covered by an additional layer of sandalwood pulp.
And then at the end of 1 year. The sandalwood is taken off.
The sandalwood is taken out.
And one can see the very ancient deity. Prahlad Maharaj had asked
Narasimhadev,
could he see the form of Vishnu that liberated his elder uncle.
Liberated his elder uncle.
The brother of Hiranyakasipu.
Hiranyaksha.
So there Lord
Narasimhadev
showed his deity as Varaha Narasimha. And we had the good fortune of being present at one of the on the Akshaya Tritiya day
being present on one of the Akshaya Tirtha days
when they uncovered the deity,
when they uncovered the deities,
the sandalwood pulp,
the sandalwood pulp,
and we saw the original deity,
and we saw the original deity,
which is millions of years old.
which is millions of years old. Murari Gupta Kacha. After Gaura had proceeded a considerable distance, he came to the temple of Lord Narasimha named Jiyada and looked upon the deity in great delight. Out of love, tears fell from his eyes and his body became covered by pulakas.
So, Lord Chaitanya had visited this temple
So Lord Chaitanya had visited this temple,
and having darshan of the Lord is formed on a single day.
having darshan of the Lord in his form of Nrsingadev.
He expressed his hairs to the end and tears of love flowed from his eyes.
He expressed his hair stood on end and tears of love poured from his eyes.
চলিতে না পারে পথে বাড়ে প্রেম রঙ্গ কত দূর গিয়া দেখে জিয়ারণী সিংহ
And the Lord Chaitanya was not able to walk on the path
Lord Chaitanya was not able to walk on the path
because of being overwhelmed with pure love of Krishna.
because being overwhelmed with pure love of Krishna.
After going some distance,
After going some distance,
he came to the temple of Jiyada Narasimha,
he came to the temple of Jiyada Narasimha,
which he took darshan.
which he took darshan.
সিংহ দেখিয়া কইল দণ্ডবাদ প্রণতি প্রেমাবেশে কইল প্রভু নিত্য গীত স্তুতি
Upon seeing the deity of Lord Narasimha in the temple, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered his respectful obeisances by falling flat. Then, in ecstatic love, he performed various dances, chanted and offered prayers.
So you see how where Lord Chaitanya went,
So see how where Lord Chaitanya went.
he was chanting and dancing.
Wherever Lord Chaitanya went, he was chanting and dancing.
And when he saw the deity of Nrsimhadev,
And when he saw the deity of Nrsimhadev,
he was overwhelmed by ecstatic love.
he was overwhelmed with ecstatic love.
শ্রী নৃসিংহ জয় জয় নৃসিংহ প্রহ্লাদেশ জয় পদ্ম মুখ পদ্ম ভৃঙ্গ
All glories to Nrsimhadeva, all glories to Nrsimhadeva, who is the Lord of Prahlad Maharaj, and like a honeybee is always engaged in beholding the lotus-like face of the goddess of fortune. Or bird. The goddess of fortune is always embraced by Lord Nrsimhadeva. This is mentioned in the commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam written by the great commentator Srila Sridhar Swami. The following verse was composed by Sridhar Swami in his commentary on the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 10.87.1. Lord Nrsimhadeva is always assisted by Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and is always embracing the goddess of fortune to his chest. The Lord is always complete in knowledge within himself. Let us offer obeisances unto Nrsimhadeva. Similarly, in his commentary on the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.1, Sridhar Swami describes Lord Nrsimhadeva in this way. Let me offer my obeisances unto Lord Nrsimhadeva, who is always enlightening Prahlad Maharaj within his heart, and who always kills the nescience that attacks the devotees. His mercy is distributed like moonshine, and his face is like that of a lion. Let me offer my obeisances unto him again and again.
Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nrsimhadev removes all the nescience of his devotees.
How Lord Narasimhadev removed all the nescience of his devotees.
His mercy is distributed like moonshine.
So his mercy is distributed like the moonshine.
Everyone can receive his mercy.
Everyone can receive his mercy.
শ্রী নৃসিংহ অভক্তের নিকট কঠোর, ভক্তের নিকট কোমল। শ্রীমদ্ ভাগবতম 7:9-1 টিকায় শ্রীধর স্বামীর ধৃত আগবচন। উগ্র অপন্নান্নগ্র এবায়াং স্বভক্তানাং নিকেশরী কেশরীব সবপতানাম নন্যে সামগ্রী বিক্রমম।
Although very ferocious, the lioness is very kind to her cubs. Similarly, although very ferocious to non-devotees like Hiranyakashipu, Lord Narasimhadeva is very, very soft and kind to devotees like Prahlad Maharaj. Purport: this verse was composed by Sridhar Swami in his commentary on the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 7.9.1.
Just like how the comparison is given,
Here the comparison is given.
the lioness is very ferocious
The lioness is very ferocious
and can enemies, she attacks them very violently.
enemies, she attacks them very violently.
But for her cubs,
But for her cubs,
she treats with great affection.
she treats with great affection.
Like that, Narasimhadev
Like that, Narasimhadev
is very, very kind
is very, very kind
to his devotees like Prahlad Maharaj.
to his devotees like Prahlad Maharaj.
এই মতো নানা শ্লোক পরিস্তুতি কইল, নৃসিংহ সেবক মালা প্রসাদানি দিল।
In this way, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited different verses from the Shastra. The priest of Lord Narasimhadeva then brought garlands and the remnants of the Lord's food and offered them to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Now the priests are very kind to the visiting sannyasis
So the priests are very kind to the visiting sannyasis
and devotees when they praise the Lord.
and devotees when they praise the Lord.
So like that,
So like that,
they reciprocated Lord Chaitanya's offering of prayers,
so they reciprocated Lord Chaitanya's offering of prayers.
and they spontaneously offered him garlands and prasada.
And they spontaneously offered him garlands and prasadam. Murari Gupta Kaksha. The Lord of all beings, who is dear to his bhaktas, then told the people an ancient history which illustrates the Lord's quality of subordination to his devotee.
So devotee,
কহিব পূর্বের কথা অপূর্ব কাহিনী, প্রেময় বিহল কথা কহাইয়া আপনি।
Lord Chaitanya told the previous history
Lord Chaitanya told the previous history
and wonderful, incomparable
and wonderful, incomparable
story,
history,
overwhelmed by the love of Krishna.
overwhelmed with love of Krishna.
He personally explained this last time.
He personally explained this pastime.
শুনো শুনো সর্বলোক রহস্য আনন্দ, যেন মতে অবতার জড়িয় নৃসিংহ।
Listen, listen, all of you.
Listen, listen, all of you.
The very pleasant mystery of how
The very pleasant mystery of how
the Lord descended
the Lord descended
as Jiyada Narasimhadev.
as Jiyada Narasimhadev.
স্মরণ হইল মোর পূর্বের কাহিনী, এক চিত্তে সাবধানে শুনো সবে বাণী।
I remember the ancient history, ancient story.
I remembered the ancient story.
Please listen to my words
Please listen to my words
with full attention and concentration.
with full attention and concentration.
Carefully.
Murari Gupta Kacha. Once, long ago, a man named Pundraya lived here. He was renowned for his ox-like strength, and he earned his living by growing cucumber fruits.
এখানে আছিলা এক পড়ুয়া গোয়াল, কৃষি কর্ম করে পোড়া বিহান বিকাল।
Here there was a cowherd
Here there lived a cowherd
named Parua.
named Purua.
He did agricultural work
He did agricultural work,
and he stayed awake every night
and he stayed away every night
guarding his fields.
guarding his fields.
শশা নামে খন্দমহি কইল উপজন, হইল মায়া মুম্ব খন্দ বড়ই সম্পূর্ণ।
He grew in his field
He grew in his field
a great number of cucumbers,
great numbers of cucumbers,
and these cucumbers filled his field abundantly.
and these cucumbers filled his field abundantly.
দিবারাত্রি রাখে খন্দ নাহি অবসর, না জানি কখন সেই যায় নিজ ঘর।
Day and night, he took care of his cucumbers.
He took care of his cucumbers.
He didn't have any leisure time.
He didn't have any leisure time.
It was unknown when he would go
It was unknown when he would go
to his own house.
to his own home.
একদিন মনে মনে করিল বিচার, খন্দ রাখি বাড়ি আমি না আসিব আর।
One day, he thought to himself
One day he thought to himself
that he would not come to protect his fields
that he would not come to protect his fields
and in the night.
in the night.
এই মনে আছে পোড়া মনের হরিষে, আচাম্বিতে দেখে খন্দ খাইয়া যায় কিসে।
So he was feeling very happy in his mind.
So he was feeling very happy in his mind.
But suddenly
But suddenly
he saw in the morning
he saw in the morning
that someone had eaten his cucumbers.
that someone eaten his cucumbers. Gupta Kacha. In the form of a boar, Lord Murari appeared and made his evenly ploughed field uneven and filled with chasms. That pious, strong-armed Gopa then fought with the Lord.
আর দিন রাত্রি জাগে তৃতীয় প্রহর, আচম্বিত আইল এক বরাহ ডাগর।
And the next day in the evening,
The next day in the evening,
he was awake in the third fourth of the night.
on the third, fourth of the night,
Suddenly came a large boar.
Suddenly came a large boar.
দেখিয়া গোয়ালা সেই হইল সাবধান, খন্দ খায় বরাহ সেই সাড়ে দুই কান।
So the caller, he watched very carefully.
So the cowherd he watched very carefully.
he saw that the boar
He saw that the boar
ate the cucumbers
ate the cucumbers
and shook his 2 ears.
and shook his 2 ears.
খন্দ খায় লতা ছিঁড়ে আপনারও সুখে দেখিয়া গোয়ালা গুণ দিলেক ধনুকে।
Eating cucumbers, tearing the creepers,
Eating the cucumbers, carrying the creepers,
he was very happy.
was very happy.
Seeing this, the cowherder, a farmer,
Seeing this, the farmer,
he stringed his bow.
he stringed his bow.
খন্দ খাও লতা ছিঁড় সার দুই কান আজি মোর হাতে তুমি হারাবে পরাণ।
He ate my cucumbers,
You eat my cucumbers,
tear the creepers,
tear the creepers,
and shake your 2 ears.
and shake your 2 ears.
Today,
Today,
on my hands,
on my hands,
you will give up your life.
you will give up your life.
ইহা বলি সন্ধান পুরিয়া এড়েবান নির্ভরে বাজিল বরাহ স্মরে রাম নাম।
Saying this, the farmer Prabhupada,
The farmer Pruva
was fixed
fixed
his arrow and shot Varahadev.
fixed and his arrow and shot Varahadev.
Varahadev loudly chanted the holy name of Lord Ram.
Varahadev loudly chanted the holy name of Ram.
ভাইয়া সম্ভাইল পর্বত গুহার ভিতরে দেখিয়া গোয়ালা পোড়া পড়িল ফাপরে।
Running quickly,
Running quickly,
Varahadev fled into a cave in the middle in the mountain, nearby mountain.
the Varahadev fled into a cave within a nearby mountain.
Saying this, the cowherd
Seeing this, the cowherd
Pura
Pura
Pundra,
Pundra,
became perplexed.
he became perplexed. Murari Gupta Katsha. When the bow was pierced by Pundraya's arrow, it repeatedly chanted the holy name of Ram. And for that reason, Pundraya understood that this boar was an incarnation of Ishvara. Therefore, he atoned for his offense by fasting and other penances.
So a normal boar will not chant the name of Ram.
The normal boar would not chant the name of Ram.
Since this boar chanted the name of Ram,
Since this boar chanted the name of Ram,
Pundraya was feeling sad that he had shot the boar.
Pundraya was feeling sad that he had shot the boar,
Therefore, he did different penances
and therefore he did various penances
to atone for his mistakes.
to atone for his mistakes.
বরাহ হইয়া কেনে স্মরে রাম রাম বরাহ না হয় এই সেই ভগবান।
Being a boar, why does Mahadev chant the name of Ram Ram?
Being a boar, why does Varahadev chant the name of Ram Ram?
It's not a boar.
It's not a boar.
This is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Bhagavan.
This is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Bhagavan.
এতেক চিন্তিয়া পোড়া কাতর অন্তর গহ্বর নিকটে যাইয়া কহিয়াছে উত্তর।
Thinking thus, Pundraya
Thinking thus, Pundraya
was in great anxiety inside.
was in a great anxiety inside.
He hurriedly went
He hurriedly went
near the cave
near the cave
and requested for an answer.
and requested for an answer.
কে তুমি বলে উত্তর না পায়, তিন উপবাস কইল কাতর হিয়ায়।
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you?
He asked. But there was no reply.
He asked, but there was no reply.
For 3 days, the farmer fasted.
For 3 days the farmer fasted
He was feeling very anxious in his heart.
because he was feeling very anxious within his heart.
কি কাজ করিল আমি অধম দুরন্ত, মো সম পাতকি নাহি পামর পাষণ্ড।
What have I done?
What have I done?
He thought.
He thought.
I am a fallen, lowest,
I'm the fallen, lowest,
most sinful miscreant,
most sinful miscreant,
and no one is as sinful and than me.
There's no one sinful than me,
More wretched and irreligious.
more wretched and irreligious.
দয়া উপজিল প্রভু করুণা নিধান, আকাশ কথায় কহে আমি ভগবান।
The Lord's mercy arose
The Lord's mercy arose
in the Lord, and
within the Lord,
who is the ocean of mercy,
who is the ocean of mercy,
compassion.
compassion.
And then from the sky,
he spoke
unto the farmer and said, I am the Supreme Person of Godhead,
I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Bhagavan.
আমারে মারিলে তোর কইল অপচয়, চিন্তা না করিহ যাহা আপন আলয়।
You have shot me because with your arrow.
You have shot me with your arrow
Because I destroyed your produce.
because I
Destroyed your produce.
destroyed your produce.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Just go home.
Just go home.
কেবল শুনিয়া পড়া অধিক কাতর, উপবাসে উপবাসে দিনু কলে বর।
And this, Andrea was feeling more grief
Hearing this, Indraya was feeling more grief.
and thought,
He thought,
by fasting, I'll give up this body.
by fasting and fasting, I'll give up this body.
এই মনে উপবাস করিল অনেক, আচম্বিতে গগনে উঠিল ধ্বনি এক।
Thinking in this way, he fasted very much.
He fasted very much.
Suddenly a voice came from the sky.
Suddenly a voice came from the sky.
ক্যানেরে অবোধ পোড়া মর অকারণ, অপরাধ নাহি যাহ আপন ভবন।
Hey, why?
Hey, why?
You foolish Pundraya.
You foolish Pundraya.
Why you are dying for no reason?
Why you are dying for no reason?
You have not committed any offense.
You have not committed any offense.
Go to your home.
Go to your home.
পুনরপি বলে পোড়া কাতর বচনে, তোমারে মারিলু বান কি কাজ জীবনে।
Again, with an agitated heart,
Again with an agitated heart,
Pundraya said,
I
hurt you with an arrow.
hurt you with an arrow.
What is the use of my life?
What is the use of my life?
মারিলেহ নাহি ঘোচে এ দোষ আমার, এ দোষের উচিত হবে জমের প্রহার।
Even if I die,
Even if I die,
this fault of mine
this fault of mine
will not be cleared.
will not be cleared.
For this offense,
For this offense,
Vidya Yamaraj is befitting to me.
beating of Yamaraj is befitting to me.
শুদ্ধ হইব আর আমি কোন প্রতিকারে, সবে আমি মাত্রবান মারিল তো মারে।
By what means will I be purified?
By what means will I be purified?
I have just now shot you with an arrow.
I have just now shot you with an arrow.
কেবল শুনিয়া বাণী আইল আরবার, নাহি অপরাধ তুষ্ট হইল অপার।
Hearing these words,
Hearing these words,
a voice came again.
hearing these words, a voice came again.
You haven't committed any offense.
You haven't committed any offense.
I am unlimitedly pleased with you.
I am unlimitedly pleased with you.
কেবল শুনিয়া পড়া কহে কর জুড়ি, তোমার আজ্ঞায় মুই বল ভয় ছাড়ি।
Hearing these words from the sky,
Hearing these words from the sky,
Pundraya said with his folded hands,
Pundraya said with his folded hand,
on your order,
on your order,
I'll give up my fear.
I'll give up my fear.
কেমনে জানিব মোর ঘুচিল এ দোষ, পর সাত সাক্ষী পাইলে হম শান্ত।
How will I know that I'm free from this offense?
How do I know that I'm free from this fault?
If you become, if I receive some witness,
If I receive some witness,
I'll become very pleased.
I'll become very pleased.
এ কথা কহিব আমি রাজার গোচরে, এই মতো আজ্ঞা তুমি কহিবে তাহারে।
I will speak all these happenings
I will speak all these happenings
in front of the king,
in front of the king,
and you will tell him
and you will tell him
all these things,
all these things.
order him regarding all these things.
Order him regarding all these things.
তবে সে প্রতীত মুঞ্জে হিয়া সাক্ষী, সব জন জানে তুমি হইলে মোরে সুখী।
And he will believe me, and my heart will be relieved by having you as a witness.
Then he will believe me, and my heart will be relieved for having you as witness.
All the people will see
All the people will see
that you are happy with me.
that you are happy with me. Murari Gupta Kacha. The merciful Lord then told him, Sprinkle milk over your field. In this way you will have my darshan. The king must also come to see me. This is my command.
And the Lord, He gave this example.
The Lord, He gave this example,
You should put water and milk on the field
that you should put milk on the field
and have my darshan, and the king will also come.
and have my
See.
darshan, and the king could also come.
তবে পুনরপি আজ্ঞা করিলা ঈশ্বর, যে বলিলা সে হইবে পাইলে তুমি বর।
Again, the Lord gave His instruction.
Again, the Lord gave his instruction.
The Supreme Lord gave His instruction.
The Supreme Lord gave him instruction.
what you have said, I will fulfill your desire.
Whatever you said, I will fulfill your desire.
I give you this boon.
I give you this boon.
কেবল শুনিয়া পোড়া হরষিত হইয়া মহাবেগে রাজদ্বারে উত্তরিল গিয়া।
Hearing these words
Hearing these words
of the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
of the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Pundraya joyfully went
Pundraya joyfully went
very quickly
to
the king's palace.
the king's palace.
Murarigupta Kacha, hearing the Lord Boar's instructions, a cowherd, overwhelmed by loving sentiments for him, informed the king of the Lord's order, with which the king complied.
দাড়িকে কহিল আরে শুনো দাড়িবর, যে কিছু কহিয়ে রাজার করহ গোচার।
So all these pastimes written in the Chaitanya Mangal and by the Gupta Karcha
So all these pastimes are written on Chaitanya Mangal and Murarigupta Kacha,
are not particularly spoken in the Chaitanya Charitamrita.
are not particularly spoken in the Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Like this, you get some more details
So like this we get some more details
of Lord Chaitanya's pastime.
of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes.
What happened at the temple in Visakhapatnam.
What happened at the temple of Visakhapatnam?
We'll continue tomorrow.
I'll continue tomorrow.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.